Alright, so here in this video I'll show you a couple of things on Emacs, especially related to Org Mode. If you use that mode while using Emacs, it might come in handy. These are very trivialities, but if it skips your mind or eyes, it might help. So without further ado, let me go to my client. This is, I believe I'm zoomed enough so people can see. This is Emacs running in TTY mode or terminal mode. I always do, and I have mentioned it many a times in my earlier videos. It has got certain drawbacks, but I'm quite alright to live with it because my workflow, because the things I do on Emacs. So running Emacs with GUI mode is perfectly fine, but I don't need it. So I run it on terminal always, at least 99% of time. So in some special cases I might run GUI. It doesn't mean that I'm discouraging you to run it on GUI, because I don't need it, so I run it on terminal. Period. So here I need to create an org file, just a placeholder to show you some stuff. So I have a shortcut. This is just look at the bottom status bar. It's just create a test.org file. I have some keybind in my .emacs, which you can see online in GitHub or source art. Anyway, so if I write, this is a demo of org mode trivialities, just a statement. Okay, so I can turn it into a org mode headline by pressing Control C and asterisk. Okay, so now this damn line turned into a headline. Okay, so now you have decided, no, I need to do better. So if I do the same thing, and if I copy and if I paste the same line, okay, so now I think if I decide this line to be a list, so all I have to do, Control C and dash, Control C and dash, these two lines become a list. Okay, so now the first line is a heading, right? And what I did, Control C and asterisk to convert a normal line into a heading, and normal line to a list item, Control C and dash or hyphen, whatever you say, okay, to create a list item. So similar way you can turn this headline into a org list by pressing Control C and hyphen. See, the marker where my cursor is hovering is changed, the bulleted point, it's turned into a list. How do you know it happened? For that you have to compile it or convert it to a presentable format so you can see the effect of it. Okay, so I'll enlist you what the commands you need to know, because you will be specifically interested on that. So here, so now if I select this particular statement, and I want to emphasize min whether you put some specific things on a particular region of text or particular words or something like that. So there are various marker which is available on org. You can, if you remember, you can put those by hand, or there is a shortcut, Control C, Control X and Control F. Look at the bottom of the screen and the echo area. It says, oh, it's, see, you have to work fast. Control C, Control X and Control F. Why I'm saying this? Control C, Control X and Control F. Look at the echo area. It says asterisk, slash, underscore, equal, tilde and plus. Each of this sign is see, I have selected plus out of those option and it simply strike through. So this is called emphasis marker in Emacs Org Mode. Okay, the command is too many keystroke to remember, but you will get accustomed to it if you start using frequently. I generally don't do, because I remember what symbol is, because doing so often it gets etched into your muscle memory, so you don't need to remember the, although it is very helpful to provide you some sort of guidance or refresh your memory if you forget about all those stuff. Likewise, if I select this particular statement, I'm doing it again, Control C, Control X and Control F. Look at the bottom of the screen. If I put underscore, oh, I believe I haven't select the, I need to select this statement, and then I Control C, Control X, Control F, and then if I do, see, it simply underlined because I select the underscore from that particular list which was showing in the echo area when I press Control C, Control X, Control F. So it provides me the emphasis marker. These things come in very handy. Now I could have easily write something like this. If I want to bold some text, this is a bold text. See, it turns into a bold text. I believe you are seeing me, I'm zoomed enough, right? This is a bold text because I padded up with, I wrote that particular statement in between asterisks. Asterisk signifies the in between content of it in org mode turned into a bold. Likewise, in the above two statement, the second one, when you see underline, that particular statement was selected, then I press the underscore character, so it turned into underline. Likewise, this one I have selected the plus. Once I selected this statement, Control X, Control C, Control X and Control F, and then I select the plus sign. So I can give you a, so if I write plus, this should be strike through. And if I see, the damn thing gets strike through. Similar way, if I write underscore, this is an underscore line. See? So instead of doing that, you could use the command, shortcut command. Okay. Now you could time the specific item. This is an item item to be timed. Okay, so all you have to do, you go here, Control C, Control X, and Control C, Control X, and look at the bottom of the screen. It says how much time left, minutes or seconds. If you write 20, so look at the status bar. I'm pointing my cursor. See, this damn thing has come. So it's counting 20 minutes backward, because I've mentioned it. You can easily time that particular entry in org file by pressing Control C, Control X, and semicolon. It will ask you for the timing. You need to provide the minutes or hour, minute, whatever the format is saying, and you will see this stuff on the status bar where it is counting. Okay, so and what else? Okay, so you can write it in line, the timing, Control C, Control X, and dot. See, it will show you the timing right beside the entry. What I did, Control C, Control X, and press dot, which brings the timing in line to the statement you have given. I believe you are following me, right? So this is, it might sound complicated, but this is very easy. Once you start doing it again and again, like every other thing, right, it gets etched into your muscle memory. So we generally keep things in muscle memory what we do frequently, and evict or erase some other thing which we do infrequently, right? So this is very easy to practice. So I'm showing this because it might come in handy if you are using org mode in Emacs. There are plethora. I have mentioned once. I've made several other videos about org mode related stuff in Emacs. You might get into it, and I don't want to repeat all those stuff. So before I let you go, let me write few things which might remind you to get the emphasis marker in org mode. Press Control C, Control X, Control F, and it will show you, and it will show the marker character in the echo area at the bottom of the screen. Okay, now to get the specific item timing align to the statement, press Control C, Control X, and dot. Okay, so to get the specific entry to be timed, Control C, Control X, and semicolon. Okay, so these are trivialities you will get accustomed to once you start using it frequently. There are many others, but I want to keep this video small so you can remember. So if you practice this often, so you'll get efficient, and importantly you'll come to know when to use what. That matters a lot. To know when to use what give you an edge to make things clear, better, and acceptable. Okay, so I believe this is good enough for this video. Thanks for watching.